Hello everyone, this is Romario with a new legacy video, and as always I kindly ask you to hit the subscribe button and the like button, and I always love hearing the comments on the videos, like on what card choices and plays I made. Today I'm going to be trying a deck that's, I would say it's a little outside of my wheelhouse, but I've played some Tempo from time to time, and so there's this new version of, now it's like a straight blue-red Delver, featuring the new card, the new hotness in Legacy, Cori-Steel Cutter. Actually, we talked a little bit about the card, like in the latest episode of Legacy Small Talk. We went over some of the newer cards, and I got to play with this card earlier. Late last week in a Jeskai control shell, and then I saw that this card has made its way into Delver, and what it seems like it's that Delver currently completely cut the green from the deck, so he's not playing Questing Druid, or that's a variation, I guess. You can still some people putting some results with the green splash, but what this version does is just go straight blue-red, and there are no Delvers, so I don't even know if I can call it Delver anymore. But the only creature you see in the deck now is just a Dragon's Rage Channeler, Murktide Regent, and Brazen Borrower. And then really the threat now is a Cori-Steel Cutter. So since this deck is maxing out like in a number of Cori-Steel Cutters, you've got to have more spells to trigger them. So now it's playing 8 Baubles. And I'm saying now because I was looking at some of the lists, and this seems to be kind of like the more or less like the stock 75 for this version of blue-red Tempo. Maybe I should not call it Delver. I'll just call it Tempo. But and then the rest of the deck is the usual suspects of Tempo decks. We've got Wastelands, and so this version we're playing 4 Volcanic Islands and an island, a basic island. There are no Surveil lands, and then like I mentioned, the 8 Baubles, and then the usual cantrips, Brainstorm, Ponders, and then you've got the counter magic package, of course, Force of Will and Daze, and then the removal spells of Lightning Bolts and Unholy Heat. I think that maybe Unholy Heat could be something else. I played this deck in a couple of leagues before recording this video, and that was kind of like the card that I suspect this might be the flex slot in this deck. But the card did come up. It was relevant a few times. I think the main reason here is to kill opposing Murktides and things like Barrowgoyf, things that Lightning Bolt can't deal with, and they are problematic. But maybe I think just one copy on the Holy Heat might be enough. And then the sideboard, it's a pretty straight blue-red, kind of like I'll say like almost aggro deck. So you got the Hydroblast again, of course, it's pretty good against opposing blue-red Delvers and mono-red Prison. I was going to say Dragon Stompy, but mono-red Prison. You got Force of Negations again, could be for Dragon Stompy, or I'm sorry, mono-red, and combo decks. And then Pyroblast is always good in Legacy, right? The meta is always pretty blue. Abrade is also again like just a catch-all for Chalice of the Voids and pesky creatures. The Price of Progress, that's the one I was a little puzzled, but I guess it's pretty good against blue-black Tempo. I know those are decks that play a lot of non-basics. This card used to be in Delver oftentimes for lands, because that was one of the hard matchups for Delver to beat, and Price of Progress was a way for you to just kill them without having to attack with creatures. Lands, it's being played right now, but I suspect this is more for things like Eldrazi and pretty much like any of the Stompy decks that are tapping Ancient Tombs for mana, right? They usually do play like a good number of non-basics. Then Meltdown, I mean, it's just like I think they destroy artifacts. I think it's really, really good against decks that are playing Saga. So I think that's just what it is. And then we've got 3 Grafdigger's Cage. Again, this is one just for graveyard-based decks. So yeah, I've played a couple of leagues with this deck, and I think it's really powerful. I'm not sure I'm there yet, to let's say if I was going to take this deck to a tournament, but I had a lot of fun playing with this card, the Cori-Steel Cutter, so far. So we'll see how this league goes, and yeah, I will see you guys for round 1. All right, just a little disclaimer I want to say before round 1. I had a little issue with my recording software. So I missed about like 4 or 5 minutes on the first round of the league. So just letting you guys know I had an issue, and Magic Online's replay function did not work for that match. I thought about just recording commentary over the replay, but it couldn't do it, and also the file got corrupted. So yeah, the whole league is recorded except for the first like 4 or 5 minutes, I think, on the first round. With that, yeah, enjoy the league. All right, sorry, I had a little issue here with the opponent. Also, like, listen to the podcast that I record. So yeah, they forced. Oh, did I target? I targeted the wrong. No, never mind. They let it resolve. What am I talking about? Sorry, I had a little issue with my recording software, and hopefully this won't. Okay, I think I should have. Well, I target the Force of Will. That's fine, and they had the Daze anyways. So I think here, I guess I'll try to cast another one of this. This doesn't work. Okay, this looks like, I'm not going to win this game. 1 mana. I'm going to play Hoodie Mandrills. Oh, crap. They're playing Hoodie Mandrills. All right, well, we've got a target for this Unholy Heat, I guess. They are playing Daze, though, so I think I'm going to do my turn. I would like for my stuff not to get Dazed. Minor misstep. All right, well, let's do it again. All right, this is awkward. All right, so I guess I can always just bounce that back to their hand, and they are 14 lives, so maybe I can just hopefully. Oh, is the Murktide coming down now? Okay, so yeah, Wasteland is not a Hoodie Mandrills. Oof. Okay, can I beat that? Probably not. All right, we're gonna game 2. I think I'm going to cut some of these forces for Pyroblast. I guess I want Price of Progress. Seems like they have more non-basics than I do. Not sure what cut. I think I'm going to cut one Unholy Heat. I think like Borrower is a good answer to the 2 creatures that I saw. But Hoodie Mandrills has Trample too. So making tokens with this is not an ideal. Yeah, I think I'm just going to roll like this. All right. This time we get to DRC and Bauble without having our stuff dazed. So I think I'm looking for either a threat or Ponder. I guess Ponder's okay. I should have probably just... Oh, Force of Will on top of their deck. All right. Sorry if the volume was too loud for the Magic Online sounds. Gut Shot. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting card. I always hear people joking like, oh, I'm on 1 life. I'm going to get Gut Shot. The Gut Shot never comes. Well, in this case, they might have it. I think, well, they have a Force of Will in hand, right? So I think play here is to do this, maybe find land number 3. Okay, I think I like this then. I'm gonna save the Bauble. So if I get Wastelanded, I might just put the cutter in the graveyard off of DRC. The 2 Price of Progress are a little awkward right now, so maybe the play should just Brainstorm instead of DRC Bauble. I mean, I can do both, I guess. Yeah, just play DRC. That resolves, then Brainstorm, but then I don't survey. I'll just draw the cutter, and I can put the 2 Price of Progress on top. Hopefully find a fetch land. Okay, that can be a problem. Right, so we have Pyroblast. Probably thinking about forces. If you have the Beanstalk, up the Beanstalk and play like Force of Wills are kind of free. I guess I can try to counter that. Yes, it resolves, right? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Problem, I know the card on top of my deck, and I don't want to get rid of it. What do they got there? So I'm assuming the Force of Will is gone. Okay, so we have another Gut Shot. Luckily this time, Gut Shot will not kill my DRC. Yeah, I have a feeling that maybe this Price of Progress might just win a game. I don't know. Okay, so it's a 6/6 Murktide. Okay, I guess I should probably search up an island with this one. Let's leave it on top. Okay, so they need to, go to... If they play one more land, they go... I mean... Price of Progress is threatening 6 points of damage, but they're going to swing for 6 now. All right, so I think I'm going to put a land back. One of the pops, I guess. So this thing, it cares about spells you cast before that, right? I think that's how it works. It didn't matter. All right, so they have 5 cards. Yeah, this Price of Progress is not going to do anything. Oh, True Name Nemesis. Wow, I haven't seen that card in ages. Well, I guess I could possibly cast a Murktide that's bigger than their Murktide. I guess, yeah, let's do this then. Do I have enough? I do, right? So they got 5 cards in hand. I think last game they drew all 4 forces, so it wouldn't surprise me if they drew another force and I guess the decision here is like, no, do I have another Pyroblast or something, right, to kill Murktide? Because if they counter this, then the game is over. And the other awkward thing is that I'm at 6 life, so if I price a progress before fetching, I just die. And if I do with this, let me see. So Murktide will come down if it resolves, right? I exiled. I think those are the cards I exiled, right? So it'll be 7/7, so it puts them at 7. Okay, I think they're just gonna make the Murktide bigger, and I'm not gonna be able to get through. But I'm kind of crossing my fingers here that oh, hold on, they do have good shot in hand too, so they can just kill me with the price of progress. That'd be funny if I could tie the game. I've seen people doing that. I've never done it. They cast price of progress, both players die, then you play an extra game. Oh, there's a lightning bolt. Okay, so attack. They're not gonna block. They're at 7. I guess it makes more sense to do this on their turn, right? I think it's kind of close too, because if for them to cast a good shot, they have to take 2 damage. So what's the best way to do this? I can price of progress now. But if they just fetch, they don't die, and they're not gonna do anything. They're just gonna attack, right? So I guess I have to bolt them. Misdirection. Ah, I did not expect misdirection. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. Not something I was expecting. That doesn't win the game, but I just want to. Oh, they're fetching. This is gonna force a negation and or not take damage. All right, cool. We'll go to. It was a pretty tough game 1, I think, for me. We'll see you guys for round 2. All right, so we're here for round 2. Looks like I'm on the play. I think I should try to find a hand that I get 2 redraws. I think I'm gonna keep this one. I don't want to go too low. Life from alone. Okay. Or the chance I'm gonna get Wasteland on turn 1. Polluted Delta. Okay, so it's another. It's that a bug control type of deck. That's usually have tons of removal. Just really hope to draw Steel Cutter. That's a Brainstorm. Okay. I think I'm just gonna Brainstorm first. Maybe I'll find a DRC. Found 2. I think I'm gonna put the Unholy Heat back. Put Daze too. Maybe I should have put one of the lands. Yeah, maybe I should have put one of the lands and keep the Daze. I'll keep this. I feel like this deck's play Orcish Bowmasters. Because of Bowmasters, I'm going to try to draw a card before Bowmasters comes down. Okay. Might be just be a fatal push here. Oh, Cling to Dust. Alright. It makes sense, right? Because that was the only instant. I have 3 other artifacts. Oh, don't I have land number 2? Okay. I think I still rather get double. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Okay. I think I'm just going to go all in on the non-basics. I'm going to leave it on top. Okay. And so in this case, I think it makes more sense to put this in the graveyard so I can start attacking for it. Actually, oh, I'm sorry. That was the wrong one. No, it is. I was correct. I was like, I thought it was not going to turn on the Delirium. I was just like more concerned about my cards, my creatures getting killed by a Bowmasters. Okay, Fatal Push. All right. I just need to draw another spell that I can cast. That's a very good spell. All right, so I'm going to play DRC and I'm just going to Brainstorm and yes. Give haste to the other dude. I guess I'll leave it on top because it triggers another prowess for both of them. Okay, and yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Is the first one? Yeah, it's the Force of Will. Maybe no. I think at this point I'm just like on the aggro plan here. Is it lethal? Oh no, because DRC is not hasty. And excuse me, that's going to be 8 points of damage. Maybe the opponent's considering conceding and going to game 2. Put that in the graveyard too. Kind of just want to draw spells next turn. All right, so let's we'll just do this. We'll get some extra info. They do have Bowmasters. That's important to know for the next game. And Life Alone, this is the one I'm assuming that's the one I already knew about. So I'm gonna attack for 8. This token could. Okay, it's not gonna die to Orcish Bowmasters. Okay, I actually don't have to do anything. I can just attack with DRC here and okay. All right. What do I want to do here? So I think I want to just bring Pyroblast. I think I can shave some of the Force of Wills and maybe a Daze. I think I want all my removal. Brazen Borrower seems good against those decks too. Yeah, I think this is fine. If I draw a blue card, should be in good shape here. Oh, Daze is perfect. Start off with DRC. And if everything goes okay, maybe I can just get Delirium on turn 1. Yeah, probably just do this. There's a Ponder on top of B. Bauble can go too. All right, I'm gonna Bauble them. Orcish Bowmasters. So I'm gonna try to draw all my cards before they can cast the Orc. So if I draw a blue card, I can maybe Daze and Force whatever they play. Hedge Maze. All right. Do I want to do this now? I think I do. Okay. DRC triggers. I guess I'll leave it on top. Just a bit awkward that I don't have Delirium yet. Alright, so that's gonna hit the board. And I think I will. What makes more sense? I guess if I bolt, I think I want to bolt this guy. It's a Daze. Okay, so yeah, that's all right. Okay, second DRC. Well, now I have Delirium, so it's a little harder for him to kill, I guess. Up the Beanstalk. Okay, is that what I'm gonna lose to today? Up the Beanstalk. Okay, so let's cash in this Ponder. I think here I'm looking either for a Steel Cutter or a Murktide. Murktide's a little bit awkward because of I only have 3 instants and sorcerers. I mean, I'll have a 4th one, but then possible I lose my Delirium. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do like this. I don't think I'm gonna wanna like pitch Murktide to force, but I don't know. They have 5 cards in hand, so I'm gonna play Volcanic. I can just play Murktide now, or I can try to protect with Pyroblast. I think I'm gonna try to protect with Pyroblast. And we can just try to ride this DRC to victory. Not if it's feasible, but another up the Beanstalk. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack for 3. They only cast 1 Force of Will. There's a land on top of my deck. I think I'm gonna leave the Ponder there. Interesting. The cards on the stack. Oh no, do I still have 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I still have 4. Okay. I thought I lost Delirium when I cast the Murktide, but okay, the fact that I left the Ponder there, then it means I still have Delirium. I'm assuming they're gonna have an answer to this Murktide, right? Murderous Cut. Oh, I should have probably just no, I can't counter. Never mind. I'm gonna counter with a Pyroblast. Alright. You should probably just attack, right? And then not blocking. No? Okay. Maybe they're trying to do something that I don't know. I wonder if they have endurance or something like that. Oh, Uro. I think I want to Pyroblast Uro on the front side too. I don't want to draw land. Kind of be interesting drawing a Wasteland here. Okay, let's see what this Brainstorm will give us. Right, I'm gonna leave this on top because I do have a Force Will in my hand and I need a blue card. I think in this case I'm just gonna do it like this, and this will trigger that. I'm gonna force. I guess I'll try to force back. And leave it on top. Okay, so I have no Unholy Heat for Uro. Maybe that was the move to just let that resolve and try to counter Uro on the way. Maybe I might have. Yeah, it's possible that I made a little mistake here. Now, if we go to game 3, the question now is like, do I bring Grafdigger's Cage for that? It's like my opponent really want to counter one of my cantrips because every time I cast a Brainstorm Ponder, I take a little pause. Oh, hold on, they could have whatchamacallit, Ball Masters in this case. I mean, it can double Lightning Bolt, or it can get Unholy Heat and try to. Oh, okay, so this is complicated now. If I get double bolt, I just attack in Bolt, or I can Unholy Heat this. I'll leave it on top. All right, and what attack for 3? So if they fetch, I can try to bolt them, right? All right, I'm gonna try to do this right now. Oh man. All right. The thing is, I won't be able to trigger this guy now, but bolt's still pretty good. They do get trample, so if I don't know if they cast something silly like a Ball Masters, a Wasteland. Okay, so they go up to 5, which is still very manageable. They do draw another card, which is a problem. I'm not gonna block. All right, suppose I cast a Ponder, just not to use, so they like what they saw. And not up the Beanstalk. Wow, I mean, I don't have any cards in hand, so there's no reason for me to put a pause here, I guess. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, another Uro. Okay. They go to 8. I mean, Bolt plus Diggies still gets there. Not a Wasteland. Yeah, that's not a problem. Everything in my hand costs 1 mana. Yeah, we're gonna send them in. All right, let's. Is this out of reach now? I'm gonna leave it on top. It still kills an Uro. So I'm gonna go to 2 after this. And they can block, but there's full damage. So they go to 3. And they also have 6 cards in hand, and they're gonna go to 7. Okay. All right, I'm gonna take a draw step and draw my Pyroblast and see if that works. But you know, no, actually, you know what? No, the game's over because I can just recast or on their turn. So, all right. So I think I like another Daze, and do I just do away with Force completely and just bring some Grafdigger's Cage? Maybe Brazen Borrower is not as good as I'm thinking. I do want to. I think in this matchup, I actually want the Unholy Heat. All right, maybe I just do this because they're not a heavy deck on Graveyard. But Uro is the card that they used. I guess it's the win con. So I think Leyline of the Void. Okay, that is interesting. Let's see what they got there. Wasteland. Okay, so I gotta try to win with Steel Cutter. Win on the Brainstorm. Okay. They're gonna go to Wasteland for Wasteland right away. I'm gonna do this. So let's put those two back. All right. Yeah, because Murktide just not castable here. Well, there'll be a good reason for me to have a Brazen Borrower in the deck, but that's not there anymore. So let's ponder and all right. These are good cards, I guess. Okay, so if they tap out, I'm gonna play Steel Cutter and pass, I guess. Yeah, I can Daze this. I have to resolve my threat. And maybe I can just fetch an island with this one. It guarantees I can cantrip when it's thinking. Like if my fetch will resolve. All right, I'm just gonna get an island. I'm gonna play this thing. All right. If it's an up the beanstalk, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and carpet flowers. All right. Can't Daze anything neither now because they'll make 2 extra mana. Now it's the up the beanstalk. Okay. Yeah, kind of need to find a Grafdigger's Cage then. Yeah, let's do this first. It's a DRC. Am I interested? I mean, I guess I can draw. I think I really want to leave up the red mana up this turn. Or maybe I just... do I want to just cast a second Bauble and get in for some damage? No. So then I'll draw DRC plus Cutter. So if I draw another land, I can cast Cutter and DRC in the same turn. That might be better. You know what? I'm going to do that. This also deals like 3 damage instead of just 2. So this is turn 4. They wastelanded me once. Okay, so yeah, I mean I could brainstorm and hope to draw land, but I knew about the wasteland. Like DRC is not completely dead. I mean it's still a card that can like clear the top of my deck. Oh, that is a dead card for them. So they have a ley line in hand and they're about to draw a fetch land. Okay, I couldn't remember if prowess also triggered off of artifacts or equipments. All right, so there's a carpeted trigger. They might just guess an Uro here. Nope, up the beanstalk. All right. Now it starting to become a problem. That's the Delta that they... Okay, they already used the carpet mana, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I kind of want to draw a Bauble. Bowmasters. No, it's like Bowmasters. Yeah, I'm going to make red mana here. And I'm going to pick up the Volk. Yeah, we're going to equip there. This one's going to get a prowess trigger anyway, so even if this Bowmaster resolves this turn, I should still be able to survive I mean, not me, but the things still should be able to survive a Bowmaster's ping. Okay, I think the line here is that definitely goes back. Now, one option is to wasteland the Tropical. That way, I'm really cutting them down to 2 lands. Yeah. And then this deals 8 damage total. Is that correct? No, 7. That deals 10 damage. And if I had okay, yeah. If I had a land drop. Okay, so next turn there's a Ponder and Bolt that I can cast. And now they make a little less mana to... Yeah, so Brainstorm. I think the only problem here is that they can actually ping the token that's not prowess. Okay, so how do I want to do this? I can do this first. I think this is a shuffle. Okay. Yeah, I think I just attack. I could cast the DRC post-combat, I guess. I'm going to push. I'm going to try to bolt them. So they're doing this here. So yes, I'm going to say yes. The only awkward part about this is that I didn't get to attack with another creature. I'm still new to playing this Cori-Steel Cutter card, so maybe there was something I should have done. Just played a spell, like even if it was DRC. Oh, they gain life. That's what it is. Okay. Okay, so they go to 3. All right. Next turn, I could just play DRC. No, DRC is not gonna have Delirium ever, so I can't just equip and haste it up. And oh, the bolt resolved. I'm sorry. Okay, so the monk's still killing them if they don't have an answer. Okay, cool. There was it looked like it was I'm at 19 life, but their board looks scary for a tempo deck. All right, we'll see you guys for round 3. All right, so we're back here for round 3. I think this hand is pretty good. All right, I'm going to keep. They kept their 7. Okay, Urza Saga. Lotus Petal. Oh, stop it, opponent. My guess it's kind of looks like some type of blue painter. I think that's the deck that people have been playing with this combination of cards. Yep, that was correct. Everything's blue. They have a Saga that can go find a grindstone. All right, so let's play this blue DRC. I think we're going to put that in the graveyard. Take a peek in their hand. Let's see the sign out. Okay, so they're going to have Metalcraft next turn if they want to. Not a DRC. So really I want to find either a Wasteland or a removal spell for this guy. or both. I can't really block. I guess I'm gonna start with a Brainstorm, a Lightning Bolt. So I'm gonna keep that. Funny enough, if they force this, the game is over. I think that's what opponents may be considering. Okay. It's a lot of lands. Alright, so I'm just gonna play a land, and I'm gonna say go. Well, yeah. And I think the best thing to do is try to... Okay, so I'm gonna try to bolt Painter now. At least my Daze is live now. That's right. Painter does that. I guess I'm gonna leave it on top. Painter dies. I mean, it's great. Also makes the tokens a little smaller. So they're gonna make a 4/4. That's gonna be a 5/5. That's concerning. Yeah, because my DRC, my Murktide would just be a 5/5 if I want to. So they're probably deciding if they want to grab Grindstone or like a Spear, I guess, or maybe Lava Spur Boot. Interesting that they decide to use the... Oh, that's a good way to deal with the Murktide Regent. I think I might just have to jump block here then. These construct tokens are gonna kick my butt. No, I think I'm gonna... Well... No, I think I'm gonna take the damage this turn. Okay, then I think the play here is to do this. And in post-combat, I can Brainstorm. See if I can get them Delirium. Yeah, I think I need to find either a Steel Cutter. Oh, that's really good. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put back like this. So if they use this on one of these guys, then I didn't want to draw Wasteland. Maybe I just wanted to draw the fetch. 13 life, still like not super risk of dying here. Yeah, it's kind of a complicated board state now. I mean, especially, I don't know what's in their hand, but like their tokens are bigger, but they know that I can double block. And then if I double block, do you want to like bounce it? They probably expect me to have Murktide in hand. And so they might not be aware that my list, the list I'm playing plays Unholy Heat. So that's, yeah. Okay, so now I definitely want the Wasteland that's on top of my deck. Stock up. I think stock up is a no, so I'm gonna leave it on top. Now I'm feeling a little better about my chances. I think if they attacked first, it would make my decisions a lot harder. Like I said, they didn't want to attack. I'm going to Wasteland the Saga, so I'm gonna swing for 6, and I think I'm just gonna do this now before they can draw counter magic. I'm gonna put this in the graveyard. Yeah, that goes in the graveyard too. I think I need some action. Like now the tokens are 4/4. What I'm hoping to draw here, 2 mana. I'm gonna cast for 2 mana. Maybe I just find another Unholy Heat and then everything will be fine. Anything about casting another Painter? Because Emery only costs 1, right? They have more than enough artifacts. Oh, Otawara. Okay. And they do have a Painter. I'm just gonna counter that. Really want to find another removal spell for the construct. No. I need that. Is... No, it's not it neither. Okay. So they can attack for 4. I mean, Steel Cutter wasn't terrible, but I guess I'll leave it on top. Sorry for the dog noise if you heard in the background. I guess I'll keep the Wasteland. Alright, so we're gonna swing for 6, perhaps. Because if they use a Spell Bomb, this thing turns into a 3/3. Yeah, Wasteland this, it's a 2/2. So I think that's probably what I want to do. Okay, so it's and now they don't have Metal Craft neither. Yeah, I'm gonna swing for 2. Yeah. I'm gonna swing for 3. I didn't do the math on my Delirium, but I believe I should still have Delirium after this. Right, so instant. Another one. Okay, Murktide's pretty big. I don't think they play more than one other spell bomb. Okay. Alright, so obviously I want Meltdowns. Abrade seems very good. I guess Pyroblast too. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, again, because getting 2 for 1. Maybe Price of Progress? Or I can just bring back 2 Force of Wills. Maybe I'll just do that. I'm just gonna bring 2 Force of Wills back. I think like their deck, I know this game, like their Daze did some work, but I think generally speaking, they can easily play around Daze. Like a deck that plays a bunch of 0 mana, no, artifacts that produce mana. Opponents on the play, they chose to go first. Very surprised by that. Can't keep this hand. This one seems a lot better. So, yeah, I don't think I need 3 lands. Emio. Well, hello. This deck plays a bunch of baubles. I think I'm just gonna do that. I think I need to draw a removal spell for this or a Pyroblast. Alright, this actually kind of works too. A few times in this playing this deck, I wish I had a Surveil land, but I can see it being a bad top deck for this deck because you're playing Cori-Steel Cutter and an 18 lands deck. So like drawing like a land that comes to play tapped could be really bad. And also like you have always like 1-mana interactions in turn 1. So like situations like this, that's when I kind of wanted to draw. I mean not draw, but be able to fetch a the surveil land. The name escapes me now. The red blue one, Grindstone. Yeah, that one's it's annoying, but it's a Grindstone. Okay, so there's an Abrade. I think I'm gonna try to kill the Planeswalker first. I think Tammy's gonna get out of hand if I don't do something about it. So that puts an instant in the graveyard now. So I have 3 card types. Then let it resolve. 2 mana. Oh, draw a card. Gotcha. Did not think they had like a flash creature. Merfolk, Spirit Guide, end of turn, cast Old Breacher. Can you imagine if they had they finished the cycle of the Spirit Guides? Does that stock up? I think I have to force that. That card is too good in their deck. It's like if they force now, it's just like, yeah, they spend 2 cards or 3 cards and I spend 2. And I don't know if the math works out, but it does in my head. So I kind of want to just draw a Bauble here. Second Grindstone, okay. Murktide is it better than... No, I think I'm going to play the Cori-Steel Cutter. Maybe they force this. No, okay. Murktide would have been a 5/5 and I would never get 2 on Delirium. I was just considering Price of Progress for, if you go to game 3, but not a stock up. Oh, Thoughtcast. Okay. That's a very good card. They find a Painter. Oh no, it's a Hydroblast. Okay. Good old 1/1. Oh, equipment's not a type of thing. Okay, so let's, I guess, ponder. I need to find another land. So I think I'm gonna do like this. And now I have Delirium. Now I did leave myself open to losing to a Painter. Oh, they're gonna force it. All right. Emery. Okay, there's nothing really relevant there. Yeah, I think Emery's fine actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna, so I need to leave. Oh, excuse me. So artifact, land, there are 2 instants and 1 sorcery. I mean, I could make a 5/5 Murktide, I guess, and still be okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So remove this. Oh no, I'm sorry, it'll be a 4/4 and an artifact, I guess. All right, okay, I messed this up. You're gonna Grindstone me? Oh, Metallic Rebuke. Okay, that's great, I guess. I can't pay for that. Okay, so in this case, I'm just gonna go ahead and... Oh, and I was like, maybe I should have just passed a turn, actually. Finding ways to lose this game. There's another Steel Cutter. All right, I'm gonna do like this then. And I feel like I should just keep holding up like Unholy Heat that can kill Painter. But the thing is, they have Emery in play too. Like, I just realized that, so it's not super relevant because they can just rebuy it. Okay, there's a Bauble, so they're gonna draw 2 cards next turn. Okay, all right. What are they seeing? Ponder. Yeah, I left a Ponder on top of my deck, so they can just tap it and okay. That is a very good, cool play that they can make with this deck. And they're going to do 2 extra cards. I don't know, maybe it was correct to just kill Emery like right away, but I was trying to, put pressure by casting the Murktide. Okay, so I'm going to try to cast this Cori Cutter. I'm going to take my chances here. See if I draw another land. It's another land technically, but not the one I was looking for. And that's a lightning bolt. Oh, okay. Yeah, they have it. Yeah, they have, right? Because they can just rebuy and then activate. Oh, they had another one too. Okay. Is there any chances that they do on my turn? No. All right. I think the problem putting Price of Progress, I'm already like playing a lot of things that cost 2 mana. But I mean, it would have been great in this last game. Well, let me try. Usually they don't do as much damage as I do. Maybe this is crazy. I have no counter magic in my deck except for the Pyroblast, but okay, I like this hand. Their deck plays artifacts, right? So if I draw a Bauble off the top, this hand looks amazing. Mono 2 drops in my hand. I know Brazen Borrower looks like it's a 3 drop, but it's not. All right, so just tap land. Okay, so it's a Bauble. It's kind of a trap to try to Wasteland that. I think I should save the Wastelands for the Sagas. Yeah, I want the extra land. Oh, and I get to attack for 3. Grindstone. Okay. So now like Price of Progress is just representing 8 points of damage. I mean 4 points of damage, but we have to tap this thing too. Yeah, I just want to draw another Bauble. Wasteland Ancient Tomb, those make things a little harder for them to activate Grindstone, but I think them taking damage from their own land is like very important. Everything is red. Okay. So if they have a counter magic for this, I'm leaving it on top, I guess. Then I can Wasteland this. I mean, I think it's still Wasteland Ancient Tomb anyways. I take 4. If I take this, if I Wasteland this one, they tap this, I go to 9. But cast Price of Progress, they're gonna take, let's say if we play another land, so they take 4, then 5, 8. Yeah, okay, I think that makes more sense. And then I know there's a Abrade on top of my deck. One is deep in the tank. What is this? Okay, I actually never paid attention to the art on this version of Grindstone. One is deep in the tank. So they have 4 cards in hand. They're at 11. Still not sure if that was correct to Wasteland Sinks Tube or Ancient Tomb. I think Ancient Tomb is like, because the problem they are a combo deck, right? So it's like the 2 extra points of damage might matter or might not matter. Since the fact I have Price of Progress in my hand, I think you might. So they're gonna go to, okay, stock up. They already played a land this turn. So if I play Price of Progress, again, they take 4 and then that's 3, 4. If DRC gets Delirium, then it's lethal. I guess I'm just gonna attack and then do the thing. There's already an artifact in the graveyard, so that does not give my creature Delirium. Do they have Force? Well, they have to force this, right? Oh, and they're gonna go to 1 instead. Funny enough, if I had Price of Progress in my upkeep, then Bauble would be my draw. I don't know if I was gonna put a Abrade in the graveyard, but Metallic Rebuke. No, I actually gotta look at the text on that card because they can improvise. Okay. Alright, so they can actually just counter this if they got it. Alright, so now I think I should have it because it's going to be 3 creatures attacking. Yeah, I'm going to leave this on top. Hold on a sec, that was a mistake. I should have played the Cori-Steel. Alright, yeah, that was my bad. It's not going to matter in this game, but it was a huge punt there actually. Alright, cool. We'll see you guys here for round 4. Alright, so we're back for round 4. I am on the draw again. I think this hand is reasonable. Yeah. I mean, the double Wastelands could be very good. It could be, no, it's medium. All right. Maybe this Wastelands are not going to do anything. So this gives me like show and tell vibes. So maybe all right. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and ponder here. Maybe find a couple of baubles. Hold on to the bauble so I can trigger my Cori-Steel Cutter and Scalding Tarn. Okay. Now, if they play on basic, are we playing the mirror? Okay, that is interesting. Let's see what's going on there. Oh, okay, so it is sneak attack or sneaking show. All right, and I hope to draw a Daze here. Brainstorm. It's almost like a Daze. They're gonna just stock up. All right, I think I have to let this go. Actually, you can make 2 mana off of this, right? Which are you confirming artifact? Yep. In this case, I can make 2. Okay. They drew some cards. I don't think I can afford to Cori-Steel Cutter. Maybe I have to. Maybe they think I have Daze next turn. I don't know. It's Rise Village. Okay. Okay, yeah. That's show and tell. Okay. Guess I'll put Murktide. Traxa. Doesn't seem very fair. There's a Force of Will. Okay. They play a land this turn. Alright, so I think if I draw exactly Brazen Borrower, I can try to do something. Okay. There's no Brazen Borrower here. Can I take a couple of hits from a Traxa? It's gonna get a little more complicated now because they have Flooded Strand in hand too, but so and DRC is gonna be forced to attack unless I find a Murktide that can get rid of Delirium. It's a Brainstorm. Yeah, I guess that's something. I don't think I can ever make enough creatures that can get through an Traxa. But if I can put it back in their hand, there is a chance, I guess. They're gonna swing for 7. Why this creature has to have vigilance too? Why? It'd be nice if this monk's head flying. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, so let's start with a ponder. So right now they don't have access to Flooded Storm. I don't think any of these cards do anything, right? I need to. No, I think we're done here. Alright. Okay. So an Unholy Heat, not great. Maybe I can cut some of these. I definitely Pyroblast. I think maybe Lightning Bolts are kind of meh. Force of Negation. Kind of wish I had Blood Moons here. Okay, I think I like this hand. Let's see what's going on there. Okay, alright. Guess we're just gonna do this. Get some damage in. Alright, so I'm gonna draw a Brainstorm and a mystery card. Is that correct? Okay, Ponder as a mystery card. It's not bad. I see a show and tell this turn. I'm gonna Abrade. Okay, let's Brainstorm first. I don't think these Wastelands are gonna do much now. Unfortunately. A lot of Wastelands. Okay. Pyroblast is something, I guess. Ancient Tomb. Okay. That's bad news for me because now they can just hard cast sneak attack. I don't think they're gonna do it because they'll be playing to a Daze, but who knows? You can play a show and tell here. Stock up. I am going to go ahead and not let this happen. Or I'm gonna try. Okay, he's gonna let it resolve. Perfect. Alright, let's Brainstorm first. I'm drawing all the Wastelands. Okay. We're gonna put 2 of them back. And I'm gonna try to Wasteland that. And I'm swing for 2. And I have a Bab and a Rab. Not really. I think I'm gonna be aggressive with this. Cool. That worked out, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna keep the same way. Like, I mean, lightning bolts are good too, but it just gives you a little bit of reach, I guess. Not sure. Maybe Force Negations are not as good because they played the Misride's Village. Alright, I think I like this hand. I think I'm just gonna Wasteland them. If I had a free counter magic in my hand, I think I would have just played DRC, but I don't, so. Okay, now I have a Daze. So, it's like just want to have like at least 1 layer protection, like Pyroblast can at least try to stop a turn 2 Show and Tell. If we play Ancient Tomb here, Brainstorm. Alright, so let's see. What can we do here? I think I'm gonna Ponder first. Force of Negation can stay on top. Double Force of Negation. Yeah, I think I'm in. And I'm just gonna play a Delta. I feel like this Daze might just be a dead card soonish. This depends, right? Let's see what land they played this turn. Do they have Veil of Summer too? Abrade. Yeah. I almost passed through my turn like by holding F2. Okay. I am going to just Wasteland this. Alright. I do need to draw like a cantrip or something, I guess. But so I can hardcast a Force of Negation, Daze, and Pyroblast. Alright, so they have 4 cards in hand and they're not doing anything. Okay. I think in this case I'm just gonna play a land and pass. They got Fluster Storm in hand. Yeah, I really need to draw like a Brainstorm here. Equip. Now I need to draw a cantrip. What are they gonna draw on top of their deck? The spell. Okay, so they have a dead draw. Should have equipped here? I'm not sure. I think I should have. I have enough mana to basically hardcast all my spells. Yeah, Force of Will too. So I like doing this before combat because if they do something, I can try to Pyroblast back and then we'll trigger Cori-Steel Cutter. Was there lethal damage there somewhere? I think if I equip this... no, because I wouldn't be able to give prowess to Dragon's Rage Channeler. Yeah, Lotus Petal. No, the Lotus Petal. If I cast like this, yeah, I can still... I guess I'll leave it on top in case they put a tracks. Right, plus a Storm. Can't pay for all those copies. Alright. I think the correct play here is to do like this. Yes, I guess. Leave it on top. Okay, and then I'm gonna Pyroblast that. Alright, cool. That was a tight game here at the end. They seem to have a lot of permission, but... Alright, we're gonna play the last round, round 5. So see you guys then. Alright, 5th and final round of the league. I'm gonna play this time. This hand is not good. Way too many lands. I think I can do better than that. I think this one is okay. I mean, it's not great, but could cast a turn 2. Cori-Steel Cutter. Murktide is kind of a little bit of a mulligan here too, but I don't want to go to 5 cards. Oh lord. Okay. So let's make some mana and we're gonna Daze that. Cool. I think I'm just gonna Wasteland that. Really nice if I had a DRC now. I think blue-black tempo is probably favored against my deck, but who knows? Let's see. I think their threats are maybe a little bit better. Removal kills more creatures, but so I'm going to Ponder 2. Alright, I like all these cards. I don't think which one it matters which one I do here. I'm just gonna probably spam those. I do want to keep at least 1 DRC because if they Wasteland me, I can still... Yeah, they're not gonna Wasteland? Oh, they're one of those. I messed up. I definitely messed up. Sorry about that for everyone that's watching. Should have done this earlier. Yeah, I just missed on 2 points of damage. Now, if they had Bowmasters, then they could have done different too, but they could have killed the thing too. So I think I'm gonna hold up on the Bauble. Oh, that was so bad. Oh lord. Yeah, I could have definitely attacked for some points of damage there. Another Bowmasters. Okay. Well, it's a little different. No, maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, they can attack, I guess. Yeah, double Bowmaster is gonna be tough for me. I'm just gonna attack. They're not gonna block. And what I can do is just play a DRC and I can pass. Put the Bauble in the graveyard, then I will have Delirium. A 3rd Bowmasters. Okay. This might just be game. I got a Fatal Push too. Yeah, I don't think let's see, they can attack for... I think that they're gonna trigger 3 times. Yeah, I don't think I can beat that. Alright. Let's try to see. So Pyroblasts are good. Maybe just bring a Braid. I don't know. Oh, gotta find a way to kill some Orcish Bowmasters. I was thinking maybe you should just trim some of the baubles, but I think it's not a good idea for this deck to trim on baubles. Okay, that's a very good hand, I think. Yeah, I think any hand that has a DRC on turn 1 and a good follow-up on turn 2 is pretty good. It's like, okay, even if I get Thoughtseize here, I have options. If they Thoughtseize take DRC, then we just cast Cori-Steel Cutter. If they take Cori-Steel Cutter, can DRC. Are they going to do that? All right, so in this case, yeah, I think the play here is just this. I kind of want to get the DRC to trigger, Cori-Steel Cutter to trigger DRC. And I think I still have to keep Brazen Borrower in the deck. I was thinking about it, like, obviously Orcish Bowmaster has flash, and usually by the time you cast a Brazen Borrower, the game's a little more advanced, but I think I just like that, actually. I know I'm just poking them for 1, but they could still have, kind of like Barrow Goyf and Murktide. So cards that like Brazen Borrower can answer. Okay. We got them, I think. Hopefully. I think this Cori-Steel Cutter is probably going to get countered. Which would be like interesting for me to see if they are keeping Force of Wills. I think I have to keep this. Fortunately, I can double spell next turn, but I don't think I can put Bolt in the graveyard. All right, maybe I'll find a cantrip now. It's a Bauble. Yeah, we're going to leave it on top. All right, this has a potential for a very good next turn. Get the Bauble and Lightning Bolt, so this should have We Fold for Food. I like their screen name. Hydroblast. Okay, I'll leave it on top. We have a Daze too. Okay, and I think I'm just gonna bolt them. There's no instance in my graveyard. Yes. Keep it on top. They're drawing a Daze next turn, which shouldn't change any of the... I'm gonna definitely Daze that. What was I gonna draw just out of curiosity? Lightning Bolt? Okay. Alright, they brought Hydroblast. Makes sense. I don't think that Daze can be a pair of Force of Wills. Yeah, maybe I can cut this and this. Bring 2 forces. Oh man, is this good? I'm gonna keep it. They're playing like Thoughtseize and stuff, so also playing Wastelands. And they went to 6. Okay. Basic Islands. Alright. I think I will follow up with the same play. Except hopefully it doesn't come across as being snobby. I do think my Islands looks better. Just saying. Old art. Modern player here. Okay, I like all of these cards, and I think I'm just gonna hold up the Bauble. Is it? Is that what I want to do? Yeah, I want to be able to trigger DRC, but I want to draw the pawn that is under DRC too. So it's Orcish Bowmasters. I guess I'm just gonna try to do this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I should have just used the Bauble. So in this case, put the pawn in the graveyard. I'll make it into a 3/3. Oof, a Barrow Goyf. Hey, okay. That sucks. Oof, another land. Was there a reason not to ping me? Okay, so they can attack, I guess. Okay, that makes sense. I guess. I think I just lost the game. It's gonna be really hard for me to beat Barrow Goyf unless I draw Petty Theft. Alright, so I'm taking 3. I mean, I guess the worst case scenario, I could draw Tamio. Yeah, I'm gonna try to counter Tamio. It also has to go to the graveyard. Okay, so I have a lot of outs to this. Literally all lands in my deck. I put this mana. Alright. Max size, Murktide. Well, lesson learned. Should have played this before. Casting, Wasteland them. Okay. I think that was... Yeah, I can block... Yeah, no, this game's over. Yeah, I think that was a huge mistake for me. Like, when I cast the Murktide after Wasteland them. But I think... Opponent played really well game 1 and game 3. Definitely a lot tighter than I did. So I guess final thoughts on this deck. Well, first of all, apologize for that. I think it was like round 2 when I had a problem with my it was round 1 actually. I had an issue with my recording software, so if it looks a little not choppy but a little chopped up like one of the turns there is because that's what happened. And I think you have like right in the middle of a counter spell, so but I think it was fixed after that. And then again, if you like Legacy, you like Pre-Modern, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I like to see all the comments. I'm sure there'll be lots of comments on this video. Like, I definitely didn't play very well in all these games, but the deck is really powerful, and then still I was able to get like a positive record, like now I'm finishing 3-2. It plays out very different than the type of Delver decks that I've played in the past. I wasn't really playing too much of the blue red Swift Spear, and I forgot the name of the creature that had the 1/3 flyer blue red creature. I'll have to look it up, but I was always more like, I played some of the Tarmogoyf Nimamongoose list, of course. I guess people call it the Canadian trash, and then lately I played some of the Questing Druid lists. So this one's a little different for me, but I really enjoyed it. I think if I was gonna play a local paper event, like more like not super competitive, I think this would be one of the decks I would consider playing. It's got Cori-Steel Cutter, seemed to be very, very good, like, at a legacy power level. And then of course DRC and the Baubles, like in this card, they all have this really cool synergy. I really liked it. And the deck seems pretty strong against, it's Delver, right? Well, Delver less Delver. You still have Force of Wills and Daze against the randomness you might encounter like in the league. And, those cards are always they're always good, right? Wasteland in combination with Daze, etc., etc. Cool. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.